I saw The Smashing Machine last week, and now that the dust has finally started to settle around this movie, the conversation needs to be had. Was The Rock like actually that good? I've seen a lot of people talk about this film and being like, Dwayne Johnson, can you guys believe he's gonna get nominated for Best Actor for Best Performance? And while undoubtedly there will be this big push to get him nominated, it will very much be under the guise of like, wow, check out The Rock, he's serious for once. We've seen this a bit in the past because unfortunately the Oscars are not a real thing where the best performance actually wins. There is a lot of narratives also that help the actors often win these awards. I think both these performances were fantastic, the ones I'm about to name, but I think Brendan Fraser, he had a very big narrative behind him. Wow, the Brendan Fraser comeback. And while it was really impressive and his performance is really impressive, even if he deserves to win, you can't deny that that was a big factor. The same thing with Ke Kwan. Oh wow, look, it's a big comeback. It's such a good story. He's such a likable guy. Again, not saying he didn't deserve to win, but you're kind of lying to yourself if you don't admit that was a part of the appeal in getting him nominated. And I think that if The Rock does get nominated, it will be on that merit. And while I would say, yes, the performance is his best performance in his career, granted, I know he hasn't had that many strong attempts at like best performance of his career, probably like, I don't know what would be next, Central Intelligence, something like that, because he was Fat Kid. That was kind of funny. Personally, I don't think this is some, revelation performance. Dwayne Johnson is a revelation. This is no Daniel Day-Lewis performance. This is no Leonardo DiCaprio performance. However, it is impressive, especially in his career, and I do give him credit for attempting something new, something serious, and in terms of his performance, succeeding at that. For whatever reason, the big conversation is still who is the best actor of Dwayne Johnson, John Cena, Dave Bautista. Did this change my mind? Did watching The Smashing Machine change my whole perspective on, ranking these three? Before watching Smashing Machine, personally, I would probably say Dave Bautista is the best, and then John Cena, and then Dwayne Johnson. And after The Smashing Machine, I would still say the same thing. The order is not any different for me. If anything, it's only gotten closer, the gap between Batista and John Cena, because I thought John Cena was really good in Peacemaker Season 2. And I would say the gap between Dwayne Johnson and John Cena has also gotten smaller because he is good in Smashing Machine. And I think as he gets older and eventually stops and slows down with the action films, this is a really important movie to say like, okay, maybe we won't see the end. Maybe this won't be the end of his career when he stops doing Jumanji films and Forest action films, Rampage 3. There's not even Rampage 2 when I say that. Because the story of him wanting to pursue this, the story of him wanting to prove to himself that he can do a serious acting performance, that's compelling for sure. I wouldn't even say in general he's as likable as a Brendan Fraser, a Ke Kwan, nor is the narrative as sympathetic, I don't think, but it could be enough. And I think that undoubtedly the push for this film, the marketing for, for your consideration, Dwayne Johnson, Benny Safdie, I think that's going to be massive. That's going to be huge. Oftentimes that is more important than how the audience receives the film. You can look at a film like Don't Look Up, a film that was not received well by audiences, but was still nominated for awards. So it's interesting. I don't think he should win, especially in a crazy year with Michael B. Jordan and Leonardo DiCaprio going absolutely berserk. I would even throw in the two guys from The Long Walk in there, years like that. But if this was on a down year where, the next best performance is Jack Black in the Minecraft movie, yeah, he could win. But I actually think this is turning out to be a pretty good year in terms of the performances, especially when we still have Marty Supreme on the back burner coming out. But if he's nominated, that's fine. I don't think he should win though, just on the merit of the performances. But still, good for him. Anyways, that's my video. What do you think about his performance in this film? Check it out, hit subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. New videos pretty much every day. I've been pretty good.